Our topic for today is materialism will hinder your relationship with God. Living a life of worship and praise coupled with consistent prayer and intercession for others is the only way to serve God. How can you claim to want to know Christ if you never think about Him during the day? Living holy is a lifestyle, not something that you put on and off. Living holy is about sacrificing your time for God, praise and prayer. When you give your life to Jesus, it is no longer yours, and it is no longer about what you want, but what Jesus desires for you. In the process of putting the kingdom of heaven first, Jesus saves you and blesses you. Jesus died for you. In doing so, He bought you with a price. 1 Corinthians 6:20. In exchange, you owe Him your life. You owe Him your time. You owe Him because He shed His blood for you. And there is no remission of sins without blood being shed. You owe Him because He is still fighting battles for you that you don't even know about. He makes intercession for the Father for you. Ephesians 1. Having predestinated us into the adoption of children by Jesus Christ to Himself, according to the good pleasure of His will, to the praise of the glory of His grace, wherein He hath made us accepted in the beloved, and when we have redemption through His blood, the forgiveness of sins according to the riches of His grace, wherein He hath abounded toward us in all wisdom and prudence, having made known into the mystery of His will according to His good pleasure, which He had purposed in Himself. Luke 9:23. And He said to them all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. You have to deny yourself to follow Jesus to be worthy of Him. It does not matter how gifted you are or what you have. If you do not deny yourself, you are unworthy of His inheritance, which He hath reserved for those who walk uprightly before Him. How can you have a relationship with Christ or love Him if He is never in your thoughts or on your mind, and you do not obey Him and surrender to Him? You talk the good talk, but there is no evidence to support any of your claims. God is looking for people who will keep their minds focused on Him and serve Him with a pure heart. Matthew 15:8. The people draw nigh unto me with their mouth and honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. How can you have a relationship with Christ if you do not follow His doctrine and believe the lies of the world? If you find it difficult to put down entertainment, how can you ever hope to develop a relationship with Christ? If shopping and materialistic gain is all you are concerned about with most of the time, you will block yourself from seeing the transformation of God. You will block yourself from seeing the power of God and learning the truth in an authentic relationship with Him. God wants to reveal the secrets of heaven, but only to those who are close to Him and seek His face rather than His hands. Get in position and get your house in order so the King of Glory can get into your life. Psalms 24:7-8. Lift up your heads, O ye gates, and be ye lifted up, ye everlasting doors, and the King of Glory shall come in. Who is the King of Glory? The Lord strong and mighty, the Lord mighty in battle. Materialism prevents you from hearing God's voice and living a spiritual life. As long as you are carnal, you will be vulnerable to attacks. Only when you are spiritually aware can you discern what is against you. The more carnal you are, the further away God will be from you, and the more worldly you will become. Things may have gone wrong in your life and you thought they were natural problems, but they were spiritual. So you attempted to fix the situation carnally, but it only got worse because you failed to fast and pray. Being in God's presence is the best way to stay safe and sane because the spirit realm exists and is more real than the natural world. Romans 8:6-8. For to be carnal minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace, because carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please God. Jesus told us to seek the things above and store up our riches in heaven because He knows the evil that exists in the world. And the only way to be free from the bonds of the world is to walk as Jesus walked and follow His perfect will for your life. Trying to serve Jesus in the same way as your sister or pastor will not work, because you have your own path and he has a unique way of dealing with you. You have your own purpose and destiny. You will not know what his requirements are for you until you build a relationship with him. If ye then be risen with Christ, seek those things which are above, which Christ sitteth on the right hand of God. Set your affection on the things above and not things on the earth.